You get a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, a good battle in the black and blue NFC North. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
So although his rookie season didn't go exactly according to plan, the best thing that happened, Mike, was he started all 17 games. And I know there were some ups and some downs. He's got a new regime now, new stability, new head coach. And I think it's going to allow all of his physical talent we saw coming out of college that made Caleb Williams the #1 overall pick. I think it's going to let it shine because there is no question. When this guy is in the right system with the right play caller, he is as talented and as productive as any quarterback we've seen come out of the draft in the last couple of years. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Complete to Burden. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. Matt LaFleur disagrees with the call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling. The ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Throwing again. Williams. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers' 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. A run here with Swift. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. In motion, it's Odunze. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. And that is incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
And I think each of the last 2 seasons since he's become a full-time starter, Mike, all we've seen Jordan Love do is improve week by week, year by year. And when you talk to his head coach, Matt LaFleur, he's very clear. He said, there is no question in my mind. He can become one of the elite quarterbacks in this league. He just needs to do 2 things. Stay healthy and keep winning.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They keep feeding him. 15 more on the ground. And another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Bears' 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Here's Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready now for their second drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that run.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. On 4th down, the Bears send out their 2nd-year man, Tory Taylor, to punt. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Packers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead, see if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. He's got the rookie out of Texas, Matthew Golden. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the 2nd-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. They bring a tight end in motion left. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
At the 19-yard line.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And now it's fourth down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for three? And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on three and extend their lead.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense make their way out to take over once more. And nothing has come from these first two drives. Got a turnover on downs, followed by a punt last time they had it. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Brought down by Colby Wooden. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Another run here. Another run by Swift. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a third and long. We'll see if they try something else.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's good for a Bears first down.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Packers on top. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
Second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 6. They will run it over center with Swift. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Entering Cooper. They're on the tackle.
26. It's a gain of 4. Makes it third and 2.
The backfield empty here for third and 2. To throw is Williams. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Chicago.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Rashawn Gary in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
On second down, it's Williams. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
3rd and a long way to go. To throw, it's Williams. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And that'll set up 4th down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
For the Bears field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And the Bears are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. To throw is Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert. The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
We'll go play action with Love. That's to the left side and taken in by Golden. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Love. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Packers.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And a Packer 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Brings up second.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he will have a Packers first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
He's got his big tight end, Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Packers.
Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Packers move out in front, 13-3.
Bears 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He'll step up and run.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down. Throwing is Williams. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
Ridiculous. Take him out. What's going on, guys? That was the worst call ever. Put me in the game.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. And he'll indeed pick up a Bears first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that fourth down conversion.
First and 10
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target, and that will lead to a second down.
On the coverage.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
On second down, it's a run with Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On third down, it's Williams from the gun. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Torrey Taylor now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
That's Dobbs open left side. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Brings up second and 8 at their 49-yard line.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. Now Love. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His second catch of the drive, this one good for 15 and a first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Second down and 8. Now Love. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
First and goal, Green Bay.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Packers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll look deep, left sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. You're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. On play action, Love. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
On second down, Jacobs. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Green Bay first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Looking downfield, that's Musgrave, the tight end. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's another.
It is a big-time play for the Packers.
A gain of 30.
And even 30 yards.
And the Packer first down.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Oh, a loose football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
And he's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A 44-yard attempt.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Packers will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Bears offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the option, it's Swift, and he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Swift. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Bears offense ready to take over possession of the football. On the give, it is Manunga. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Exiting the pocket right. And he will give himself up at the end of that one.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
2nd and inches. Operating from the shotgun. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. Devontae Wyatt getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Just bear with me for a second here, Mike, as everybody loses their mind about why is this play caller throwing the ball on 2nd and inches. The idea is you want to throw on what they call run downs, and this clearly was one of those, and what you're not accounting for is a sack as it brings up 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 6. Now Williams. Got the hook up there to Ogunze. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
19-yard line.
Quick slant, done by Burton. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. 17 yards on the game, and now they've got first and goal.
First and goal at the 1 yard line.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Brings up second and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start.
Still second down.
The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And this one's blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on fourth and goal.
It's fourth and goal.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Cairo Santos following the made field goal. Back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. They motion the slot man left. Off the play fake. Here's Love. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
That's caught by Golden, right side. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
That's good for a Packers first down. A gain of a yard. First down, Green Bay.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So these teams trade field goals in the third as we come to the end of the quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Back to throw is Love. This is taken in by Dobbs. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Love. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Bears have it. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Edgerrin Cooper in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
I understand it's 3rd down, and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete, and now it brings up 4th down.
And it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. A good play action with Love. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field. And not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another 1st down.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Second and 3.
Second down, they need 3. Here's Love. That one reeled in by Golden. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Third and inches. They'll run the sneak. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down. First and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard
When done
line.
correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Now from the 9, it'll be second and goal. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Well, the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. It took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal.
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there. Works through his progression, move on to the next play, and just throw that ball away.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense headed back to take over once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, very big touchdown there, makes it a 10-point game, and now a chance to tighten this down to a one-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense now has given themselves at least a chance to make a run here down the stretch in the fourth quarter.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Williams. He'll swing that outside. And a big conversion for 2. And it's a one-score game. The deficit is only 8.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Love to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
That's good.
Anybody who thought this coach was going to get conservative with this late lead is sadly mistaken, Mike. They're out here still throwing haymakers with this passing game. They're not content with just having the lead. They're looking to increase it.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Love to throw it on 1st down. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
The outside is brought in by Golden. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple, and now he's got 3rd down coming up.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. This one's just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line.
At their own 3-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to get back to work. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Run now for Manunga.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
They'll run. It's Swift. And a good game. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Bears first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Over the middle, he's got Burton. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and will take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Swift. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
The tackle by Nate Hobbs. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago as it comes with a minute 4 left to go in the game.
33-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. This one, batted away. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for.
Incomplete.
3rd down coming up.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Chicago.